Thank you. Well, yes, I think there's my God, there's a ton of evidence to say that sleep is hugely important for pretty much every physiological function in our body, and sleep is a normal physiological function. It's one of those things that our body requires to live, right? It's like breathing. So if you can stop yourself breathing, you can train to hold your breath for a long time, but you won't be able to do it indefinitely because at some point our body needs oxygen. And then similar with sleep, there are very kind of rare cases of kind of organic diseases where a person cannot sleep just for no other reason that just they have it's a genetic disease. It's very rare. But what we do know is that if in those very kind of few cases that we do see, if a person they cannot sleep for more than 2 or 3 hours a night truly, and those patients succumb to a raft of diseases, from immunodeficiencies to cancers, and invariably those things are fatal. So luckily, the majority of us, as I said, this is a very, very rare genetic disease. For the majority of us, this is a normal physiological function that comes if we let it. But yes, if we neglect it, it's tied up to so many, yes, definitely to brain hormones, growth hormone, to sugar and the sugar metabolism. So people who don't sleep well or sleep too little, sleep too much, they tend to gain weight because.
And that ties into PCOS as well.
That ties in PCOS, infertility. It's tied into cognitive performance and dementia later on in life. It's tied into athletic performance and recovery, and kind of an energy production. You may not, if you're not sleeping well, your glycogen cycle is disrupted, so you may not have enough energy. So it's tied to everything. The good part, I think, this is what I always tell my patients: unless you have insomnia or a sleeping disorder, sleep comes naturally. So the only thing we need to do is just to not kind of block it from coming. And I think this is where things like the overwhelming cause of any kind of disrupted sleep in this day and age is stress.